Hi there, I'm Samuel Speaks, and welcome to the Affirmative Talk Show. And today I'm going to be talking about why fathers should not show favoritism among their children. Stay tuned. Hello, y'all. So let's get right into the topics of conversation about fathers showing favoritism among their children. First and foremost, let's talk about introducing that problem. I think it's so very important that we as fathers is that we, be mindful on showing favoritism among our children. Sometimes if we have a child that may be doing better than the other child, we have to be so very careful as fathers to make sure that we are not praising them more than our other children. Because at the end of the day, jealousy can creep in. And it's a real factor out here when you're talking about having fathers that say, you know what, for an example, they say that, you know what, man, I love my child. I love my child, Michael. Michael is doing well. He's making the honor roll, and he just very smart. He's brilliant, and I just love him to life. And then when it comes to your other child, Stephen, it's like you pause for a second. He's doing well. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's coming along. He's coming along fine. Let me tell you something, fathers. It's very important to love all of your children the same way, because children can pick up on that type of energy. I'm telling you, if they sense or feel that their father is praising the other child, the other sibling more than they are, that can creep in a lot of negativity within the household. So the possible causes that come from why fathers are showing favoritism, I just explained it a little bit early in this video, is that sometimes fathers, if they can look at a certain child and see their mannerisms in them, see their attributes in them, and if they see that, they can connect with that more than the other child who's probably slowly developing. Every child is different. Every child is not going to be the same. Every child learns different. Every child, is able to pick up on things slower than other children. It does not mean that the other child has any deficiencies. It does not mean that. It's that you have to be well aware as a father to know that there is something unique and beautiful in each of your children, and you have to meet them where they're at. Now, how does this affect the children as they evolve and get older? As I explained to you earlier, is that jealousy can creep in, bitterness can creep in, frustration. You may be dealing with a situation that your child could be acting out in school. You may be dealing in a situation where you may feel as a father is that why this child is so rebellious, so rebellious against me. Why this child seems like they hate me. It's because fathers could be showing favoritism and not even know about it. Some fathers. Then you have some fathers that know about it but don't care, and they don't treat the issue. They don't take the quality time to spend with that child so that way they can understand and feel that same love, that same energy that you're pouring out to their sibling. Now, last but not least, what can we do to solve this issue? It's so very important and it's simple. Make sure that you're praising all of your children the same way. Make sure that you're spending quality time with each one of your children. Make sure that you take time to do something what each one of your children likes to do. Put in that time, put in that work, and I'm telling you, it's going to make a world of difference. I would like to put out a quote by the name of Jody Picoult, and what they said. They said it's not politically correct to say that you love one child more than you love your others. I love all of my kids, period, and they're all my favorites in different ways. But ask any parent who's been through some kind of crisis surrounding a child, a health scare, an academic snarl, an emotional problem, and we will tell you the truth. When something upends the equilibrium, when one child needs you more than the others, that imbalance becomes a black hole. You may never admit it out loud, but the one you love the most is the one who needs you more desperately than his siblings. What we really hope is that each child gets a turn, that we have deep enough reserves to be there for each of them at different times. All this goes to hell when two of your children are pitted against each other and both of them want you on their side. Now, on that quote, I kind of disagree with that quote a little bit, is because I know when they said that, it's just a stance that 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 child needs you more than your other children. All of your children need you. Take the time to spend quality time with each one of your children. Yes, you may have a child that may need more far as you as a father and far as giving them that self-love. But guess what? Every child needs self-love. We as parents, it's a hard job being a father. But as a father, we must understand is that you have to put in the work. You have to put in that quality time. You have to show your child that you are there for them. You have to show your children, each one of them, and don't pin them against each other. Another thing I want to tap into is that understand this. When your child gets to be an adult, that's still your child, no matter how old that they get. And guess what? You may get disappointed in the choices that your child make. But it's very important that when your child makes a mistake, as a father, don't go and tell the other sibling or siblings what you are mad about with the other sibling. Because let me tell you what that's going to do. That's going to create some type of resentment. That's going to create jealousy. That's going to create bitterness, because I'm going to tell you something. It can happen so easily that the information that you are sharing to your other children, they can start picking at the other child. And we're talking about even as adults. You're talking about as adults. Yes, it happens. Let me give you an example. Let's say as a father, right? And I tell Billy, man, Billy, man, I am so mad at your sister, man. Sarah just doesn't seem to get it, man. She got in trouble in a situation that, and I want to tell you about it. I'm pissed off, and she got in trouble with the law a little bit, and I had to bail her out, man. I don't understand why she can't understand like you. Let me tell you something. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Because what you want to do and handle that situation to understand that every one of your children are lovely. Every one of your children have a heart. Every one of your children needs that continued love and support from their father. You want to make sure that you handle that situation with that child. Show them that, you know what, you may give them a little discipline, but make sure that you are actually ending that with comfort, ending that with support. But don't go and run and share with another child or this other sibling how disappointed you are in them, because that can create a black hole. So I hope you like this video. You can actually go onto my YouTube channel, Samuel Speaks. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and hit that bell notification so that way you can get notified of new video content coming your way. So definitely stay tuned and take care, and always have a blessed day.